Welcome back to California Live. A new play that opened over the weekend is already creating a lot of buzz in LA's theater scene. It's called Middle of the World, and it's about a man and a woman from very different backgrounds who meet in an Uber, and their lives forever change. I met the playwright and the artistic director on stage at LA's Rogue Machine Theater to talk all about it.
You don't want to drive to Queens this late, you know?
This is a terrible idea.
Because I'm your boss?
All right, fellas, let's dive a little deeper into what exactly this play is all about.
Sure, it's a play about two very different people from very different backgrounds. He's an investment banker in New York City, very successful, but he grew up in the projects. She is a person who held very high political office in South America and now is exiled, penniless, has to drive an Uber. It's about their chance encounter one night and how their lives change.
So are we talking about only two characters the entire night, or do we get introduced to other characters?
No, we're introduced to 5 different characters in the play. The 2 main characters, Victoria and Glenn, are the ones whose story we follow a lot. They're the romance that carries us throughout the entire story. But the other 3 characters are also really integral, and the whole play has to do with the struggles people have to try to be true to themselves and what sacrifices they have to make to achieve that.
All right, so they say that you write what you know, right? Is this based on true events? What inspired you to write it?
No, it's fictional, but it's based on 2 very disparate thoughts. One is this idea that in the early 2000s, in South America, very patriarchal societies, we had Michelle Bachelet as the president of Chile, we had Dilma Rousseff in Brazil, and Cristina Kirchner in Argentina, 3 women president, which love or hate their politics, they had to be tough, they had to be resilient, they had to fight hard to get the way they are, and that's admirable. And I took that thought and married it with something completely different, which is what I mentioned earlier, this idea of being in an Uber or a Lyft. You're in a small room on 4 wheels, going across town, talking to a complete stranger.
About your entire life, right?
About your entire life, and sometimes you get surprised. They used to be the CEO of a company, or they used to be a trumpet player for Herbie Hancock, whatever it is. Sometimes it really surprises you. I took these 2 thoughts and married them.
It's pretty incredible how comfortable you get inside of an Uber ride and start talking about all of these things that you probably don't even tell your friends or family sometimes, right? So it's pretty insane and wild.
It's the safety of being in there, and you probably aren't going to see this person again that you can share, yeah.
I think that's exactly what it is. So what do you want the audience to take away? Is this pure entertainment, or do you want them to think about something?
I'm really happy that we put together a show that's very entertaining. It's got a lot of laughs, and it's a very potent romance. There's a lot of political intrigue in it. But what's most exciting for me is that I've been receiving, since we opened this past Saturday, a lot of messages from people telling me they're still thinking about the play and they're still wondering about what's going to happen with these characters and in the future and what would they do in that. And for me and Juan,
I mean, that's got to be a good feeling to know that somebody's still thinking about your play weeks later.
It's the reason we do this, honestly. If somebody tells you that, even if somebody's thinking about breakfast the next day, then we've truly done our jobs. You know, of course we want to entertain people, but if we get them to think about the world even just a little bit differently, that's what we do this for. That's at least for me. I sit down to write with that objective in mind.
So you're both Latinos. Why do you think it's important for people to be introduced to this, or to go and see playwrights more with Latino background?
Well, our theater is in California, and 50% of the population of this state is Latino, and often the stages and the screens don't really reflect that in the stories, and so it's really exciting in our show here to be able to have an opportunity to show a play that has a very strong, complicated Latina woman at the center of it. It's also an immigrant story, and so many people in California have an immigrant story that they can relate to. So that's what's so strongly relatable, I think, to the people who've seen it so far.
I was gonna ask you why it was so relatable, especially here in California. Well, it's also so great to be in a room and go through the same emotions with all of these people watching the same play, right?
No doubt.
So it's pretty incredible. Well, thank you so much. Very excited to check it out. It's been getting rave reviews, so we'll have to all come down here and check out Middle of the World.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jessica.
And to purchase tickets for the play, just head on over to roguemachinetheater.org. All right, still ahead, we uncover the French-style sweet shop whose handcrafted pastries look like works of art. Don't go away.